No,
We're
wait.
waiting for you.
It's coming in now. It's coming in now. Here we are. We're here. We're live now. All right. We're a go. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second episode of
Ladies.
Ladies. Well, who knows, man? It's just you never really know who's watching these things. And regardless, whatever. You're getting me off track here. I'm trying to do the intro.
Hey, ladies.
Oh, Jesus. So this is the second episode of the Temple Podcast. This time we have a new cast of people. As you might have seen, none of them have face cams. I think it's actually because they're horribly ugly and they can't be bothered to show their faces off. This man
It's gonna be a Patreon. It's gonna be a Patreon where you guys can donate to us so we can get webcams.
Okay. Well, yes, I'll put that in the link in the description. This one over here on the what would this be? The right for me.
It's the left.
Left. It's right for me. I just realised that text is backwards. Who cares at this point? Anyway, on the right here we have our boy,
No, it's the left.
Mr. Luke Yates. On the left, who gives a fuck? It's directions. You get the point. I'm pointing right here. That is my friend Lucas Yates, and then over here at the bottom right is our boy Sism or 16 Sism,
Our boy.
Mr. Joe
Who's
Gray.
our?
Fun
Who's
fact.
our?
Fun fact.
Our
He isn't
boy.
16 anymore, but he was 16.
When he
That's
made that
not-
account.
no.
Let's give me the origin of 16 Sism. What was the great
Birthday, 100%.
Yeah,
that's your birthday, 16th?
yeah. That's the one.
That's great. Well, there you go. Creative little intro there for Sism. I'm sure that has a lot of character.
Woo.
Mr. Luke Yates, what was the origin behind your name, sir?
Pretty sure Mom may have gave it to me at birth. Can't clarify that
Okay,
though, but
cool.
we're just going with that. And even though I don't have anything to plug, the story behind that is...
When you adopted, cunt.
Well, we don't go into those kind of stories on this podcast. But
Yeah.
with the doesn't have anything to plug, it's because I quite literally have nothing to plug. So,
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So this doesn't have anything to plug Luke Yates, who was given his name by his mother. So
Exactly.
let's get this started, shall we? We'll go into the format that we always do on this podcast. I say we always. There's only ever been one other episode, so so we're going to go into the Australian Counter-Strike region. Now, honestly, there's one really big story that I wanted to talk about here, that will be coming up, which is the LPL. LPL acquiring Cybergamer. So for those that are not aware, Cybergamer is a website where you can play with your mates, make a team, play in various competitions for prize money. So it's been around for a long time. It's very grassroots esports, and well, there's obviously been positives and there's been negatives to Cybergamer. I mean, listen. We won't go into it because there's too much politics involved, and I just don't want to lose everything that I don't have. So
Let's not expose
basically, LPL, if you don't know who they are, Let's Play Live. They have a league that's run in New Zealand, I believe. The TV league.
Oh,
It's an invite league that has
Shout
best
out.
teams, best teams in Australia, and yeah, so. That's that league there. They're going to be now purchasing Cybergamer, or they're going to acquire Cybergamer, as it was stated, and they'll now own pretty much all of those leagues. I believe they published a roadmap recently, which has the tournament pricings that will be on. So this is an interesting move, to be honest. LPL is a very interesting, it's a good company. I like their broadcasts. I've seen their broadcasts. Obviously, it's televised, which is always another good thing, especially when you're trying to broaden an audience. So that's obviously a big positive for LPL picking up the Cybergamer tournaments.
What? So is LPL just online, or do they hold actual tournaments?
So yeah, so their tournaments right now is all LAN, I believe. Their whole league is LAN.
Oh, really?
So I wouldn't assume that will be what happens to Cybergamer. I'm assuming the LANs at the end of a league will be.
What? So the lands would just stay the same with LPL, but then wouldn't they just be expanding into online then? Because isn't the gamer mostly online?
I would say so, but I think that the I think they don't lose one or the other. I think they still have both. So those Cybergamer LANs, I'm not even sure if they'll still, because they might still be under the name Cybergamer, but
Cybergamer,
LPL
yeah.
just acquired it. So I'm
Well,
not,
it'll take a while for it to get absorbed and shit, anyways. So.
exactly. And also the old head of Cybergamer is still in charge, so it's not a totally new staff. They still have the old dogs of Cybergamer to sort of control it all and keep it under wraps. So with that happening, I think the main well, there's a few problems. The big one that I see right now, for me at the very least, is recently Cybergamer announced, recently, I say it was like middle of the year last year, where they announced that how their Premier League would work, which basically meant that the top 4 teams in Australia would no longer be playing in this like the top league of Cybergamer, right? So that was very easy before, because you had Tainted Minds, Chiefs, Order, and Greyhounds. Very easy to define whatever your top 4 is. But now you go and have a look in the top 4, and it's nowhere near that clear. Like, you have your Greyhounds, you have your Chiefs, and then you have your Order, and after that point it gets a bit murky now, with Tainted Minds falling off a bit. Obviously that can change when we get into the new season. Maybe Tainted Minds picks it up again and we re-establish that top 4, but for right now it's pretty shaky. So now it's like, okay, so who are we allowing into
So
this
it's pretty
Premier
much
League?
whoever they pick.
Yeah, exactly. It's whoever they pick as the top 4, which I don't know if that'll work, to be honest, because it's like, okay, so who's making that decision? And what you know, if
And what
it's
are they
super
going on?
clear,
What are
it's
they
easy.
deciding?
But if it's not clear, then that's when it becomes a problem.
I mean, I guess it just depends on the politics and shit anyway, so
Yeah.
it'll depend on LPL and then Cybergamer as well.
Yeah. Well, so other than that, obviously it's the money issue. I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's been talked to death. I'm sure there's loads of people that have gone over this, but you know, I would assume, I don't really know how this works out. Whether or not LPL now acquires the debts of Cybergamer, or you know, they just have to continue to pay those out. I'm not sure. I don't know.
So is it a whole rebrand completely, or just Cybergamer?
I don't think it's a
not
rebrand. I think they
it's
just
still
acquire it.
Cybergamer.
Yeah. So I don't really know what's going to happen there. It'll be interesting to see that, and I'll probably talk to some people who are involved in that to see what exactly is going to happen there in regards to those things. So that's the big story right now when it comes to Counter-Strike in the AU scene. There's not really much more to talk about, if I remember. Excuse me. So, thank you for excusing me, sir. So, other than that, the next story is, well, it's your boy Fortnite. Now, this is on Twitter for a bit.
I don't even know why we're talking about this. The only good thing that can come out of this is Ninja being invited and one of those cringe Twitch clips again where he tries to get everyone nuts.
Okay, so the only reason I put this in here is because it's the Australian Open, right? And this is going to be
Fortnite.
Brilliant. Thanks for that. So it'll be a LAN event, and it's the Australian Open, so anybody can qualify for this. So, I mean, well, you'll see how it turns out, how the viewership is for that, how the attendance is for that. I have no clue. I'm not going to pretend to know anything that's going on right now in that Fortnite scene. Luke, you've been following it a little bit, have you? You still following the Fortnite scene?
Yeah. But I'm just confused as if, like, is this just open to Australian players only, or is this like a worldwide region thing? Or is
This is just Australian Open.
Players?
This is Australian Open, yeah. So just players from Australia. So I have absolutely no clue what the viewership for that will be like.
There's a couple of big Aussie
like,
streamers, but apart from that, I don't really know any like pro Aussie players that are big. I know a couple of big Aussie streamers that play the game, but
it depends. It depends what's going on in the day. I think if it was, I mean, it's Fortnite, so it'll probably get decent viewership regardless.
27th of January is when this will be on. It's my birthday. Won't be watching this.
Yeah, no one's getting you any presents, by the way. Don't get your hopes up.
Well, is this on? Sorry. Is this an online or LAN tournament?
This is a LAN tournament.
LAN tournament. Oh, okay. That should be quite interesting.
At the Margaret Court Arena. 49 tickets.
I've never even played Fortnite. Is tournament rules the same as normal, or?
No, it's a bit different, but
Is it actually competitive, like proper competitive, or?
No, they keep all the stuff the same, but they just change tiny aspects of the game. It's not really game like changing.
I don't
It's
even.
really
I'm
like
surprised this game is still even a thing. Like,
well, it's
Yeah.
always gonna be a thing. Why is kids playing it? Like, that's the thing. Like, there's
Yeah.
such a
yeah,
young
but kids don't play in the
demographic.
competitive.
There is.
games,
There's
do they?
quite a lot. Yeah, there's quite a lot of young players. Like all the Twitch clips, like 11-year-olds being fucking insane at this game.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like,
I
it's
can
like
imagine.
there's like a 10-year-old who's already got like more. He's got like a Twitch following already. He's like got like 4,000 viewers a stream. He's like 11 years old.
That makes me
goes to
so
school,
sad.
Paid mad money off Twitch.
I can
It's like-
imagine that where the money for these sort of Fortnite like events would be is having it almost like a like a sport that you play when you were in school. Like when I was in school, obviously I played basketball. Luke, you played
Yeah.
football. Sort of
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where kids go every
Yeah.
week, every weekend, and you play a Fortnite tournament. That's where I imagine I could see the money in, right? Because it is a kids' game.
It is.
However, I could be proven completely wrong. We could all be proven completely wrong. This is
I mean,
smash
I
hit
don't
and they make
think-
loads of money off it. But I mean,
I
listen,
still feel
I'll-
like for kids, I don't think kids take it that seriously though.
Yeah, but you'd
Yeah,
be surprised, bro.
yeah.
Like even Josh's brother, like now is like he watches like all these pro competitive stuff. Like
Yeah, but watching is a lot different to actually being.
yeah, but
competitive.
now he watches it. He's like been way better. Like he reckons he wins more. This is all just off his like word.
Yeah.
of his word.
Like yeah. So like a lot, but I know like a lot of streamers that like come across like sweaty 10-year-olds, bro. Like they're just insane at the game.
Yeah. Well, so yeah. Well, we'll be proven wrong with I'll be proven wrong if it goes
It'll
well.
be
And
interesting to
you
see.
know what? I wish them the best of luck. I really do. If you guys succeed in this, I'm really happy for you. I know people that could be involved in it, and I really hope those people get that gig.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against the event. It's more just a game and
Yeah.
everything surrounding.
Well,
Exactly.
Just
More
create
power
more
to those
job
people.
opportunities, so-
Yeah, 100%.
By all means, if you
Capitalize off it.
Definitely. If there's an audience there for it, then you'd be stupid not to do it. So that's another good thing right there for the Australian esports scene, I guess. Another nice little step forward there. So moving on in international Counter-Strike, we will go to. I have up a. Where is it? Here it is. The New Year, New Look, which is basically a document. I'll just move straight back into this, which defines all the roster moves that have been going on. So obviously Xantarez now into big
That's
is a good move, right? So I think that at this point in time, and I think there's probably several
He's insane as well. He's an insane player.
more qualified analysts that would also say that at this point, big, you need to start seriously performing. Like this is a roster where you can
They've
start
got a good roster
contending.
now, yeah.
Yeah, like
100%.
so you can't really say, oh well, if Godby had the right players. Well, he's got the right players now. You Tabson,
Yeah, no more excuses.
Xantarez, even Smooya sometimes. It's a good roster. So you've got to hope that's the move right there for this team. So hopefully that can allow them to push forward. And if it doesn't, then I don't know. Maybe we have to think about making serious changes to that team, or maybe that's just their cut.
If that team doesn't work out, they're gonna have to rebrand the whole team, like start a whole new lineup, because there's no way you have like an actually insane player.
That's what I hate about esports. Like in the last like 5 or so years, is that whenever I feel like teams just get rebranded way
all
too
the
much.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Xantarez, man, that's such a good pickup. That's like he's like a god tier player. Like that's like a good move. He's like a star player for them.
Yeah.
I feel like teams don't have like an identity anymore, to be honest. But
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other.
I think because now
Yeah.
like a lot of money's involved in this. So a lot of teams just if they don't see results
you've
quick
got,
enough,
you've got,
they
yeah,
just,
you've got to have the, you got to have
they
the team.
change. Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to
when,
see a
when,
Starless
has,
make
when has
change.
it ever
anytime soon.
worked in like any sport ever? When has just constantly changing the roster ever worked?
It works for some. Like I feel like it works like for one seat. Like they'll get that one change and they'll have like a one good.
Yeah, but
like,
that's just
season.
momentum. Like that's just
Yeah,
momentum
what I'm
of
saying.
being
So
a
like
new
they
team.
never really get consistency. They always get like they're not building for consistency. Some teams literally just build for that one power. It feels like that one power play. Like for example, Cloud9 when they won the major with the whole, like they got Rush and all those automatic, and they won the they won the major, and then they just away. Like they had like a couple. They literally had a roster rotation.
Well, so
on the major.
the thing with the Cloud9 was that was Stewie's decision to leave.
That was Stewie, and then Tarek.
And then Tarek followed.
After.
So yeah.
Which I wonder if they regret that now, considering. Yep.
I don't know. Who knows? It's definitely not worked out for either of them. So at this point, that's obviously a good segue into the next one, which is Cloud9, which is now. I mean, yeah, I haven't
been following.
That's so strange. Like Cloud9 was supposed to be like the all-American team, and then it's just turned into.
Well,
like,
it's
I've never heard of Zealous before. Zealous or.
To be honest, I look at that and it's just a bit. It's kind of
imagine like 2 or 3 years ago seeing Flusher and Kirishima on the team.
Yeah.
Let alone being an American team.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy because Kyo's the most inconsistent player I've ever seen.
I don't really see too much when it comes to that team, to be completely honest.
Flusher hacks, so.
Free smokes.
So Complexity's up next with Nothing and Ricky, our Australian brethren, joining the team. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Ricky's a great option, especially for this Complexity lineup. They are, they made playoffs of the major last time, so they need, you need to be looking at starting to make some serious moves. And I just, as much as I love everybody who's from Australia, don't get me wrong, I just don't feel like Ricky's the right move. I could be proven wrong here, but I don't even think he's going to be AWPing, because Shazam will take up the AWP most likely. So
Shazam.
It's like, where does he really fit in here? I don't know. And then Nothing. I mean, he obviously, if you were following the what was it called? That makeshift pug team that they had with Shroud.
Yeah, when they made the streamer team.
Yeah. So Nothing was the one player who was actually serious about winning and things. So I think it's a.
Apparently, according to the Reddit comments, he's a stand-in.
Yeah, so he's a stand-in for the major.
Yeah.
So.
Could
it's not horrible. It's if he's the best they can do, he's not a bad option. It's been a while since he's played, but I'm sure it's not going to be too bad of an option there. That's not a bad player to put into your team. He's got clutching potential. I'm sure that's a nice little fit in there, and it's certainly a better attempt than bloody Cloud9. So next up is Envy. So if you haven't been following Envy was a sort of mixed team created with Nifty, with Nifty and JDM as sort of the main stars of the team. Obviously now with Carrigan in there, you'd probably count him as well. I don't know anything about Drone. Cutler is obviously, last time I remember him was CLG, but I'm sure he's been in other teams. In fact, I'm almost certain he has been.
Wait, so are the orgs, are these, I thought Envy was French.
Yeah, so they're not anymore. So Envy's an American org, but they had a French team. They dropped their French team because of the G2 shuffle, and then after that, their team was abysmal, so they let him go. These teams just look so weird to me. But... So... This is this is not a bad lineup. They don't have a walk into them.
I'll be interested how Carrigan runs this team.
Yeah, they don't have a walk into this major, but they've got Nifty. That's another thing that I'm interested in. What do we do with Nifty and JDM? Because both of them are AWPers.
I know. So, I feel like they might. I feel like
you can't. JDM AWPs.
Yeah, you can't have JDM without an AWP. He
that's the thing. He can't rifle, and Nifty can. So I
guess that's similar to.
I'm going to assume JDM will be the AWPer.
I guess that's similar to what the previous team.
That's the only good thing
Shazam
about having... with Shazam and Thingy, Ricker. But it's going to be... Because it'll be interesting because now, obviously, you got that option to double AWP effectively because you got Nifty and JDM.
Yeah.
And also, if someone isn't feeling the AWP, for example, JDM isn't feeling the AWP one game, somehow he's hitting rifle shots, which is really rare, but in case it happens, then Nifty can take AWPing for a game. So... I don't know. It's got its pros and cons having like two main AWPers on your team.
I heard there was rumors going around that Carrigan had initially received an offer from the team Optic. So basically, Optic sent an offer to FaZe saying, "Can we have Carrigan for the major because you're not going to be using it?" But they rejected him, and I think it's pretty clear why.
That means they see Optic as a threat then.
Well, so Optic is a full Danish lineup. Carrigan is Danish.
Shit.
Optic is a decent team. You put Carrigan on Optic, and
On that
they
full
could.
Danish team, yeah, that's dangerous. That
Yeah,
is
that could
dangerous. I
very
understand.
well beat FaZe in any matchup.
Do we even
So,
know how long Carrigan is tied to phase 4, or
oh, no clue, mate. I imagine until he's bought out by some ridiculous
Yeah,
fee.
and like everyone in this.
well, so it's
race is the
undetermined
same.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you buy him
contract.
out of his contract. Yeah, but
Um,
apparently he's quite expensive. That's what I've been reading.
Yeah,
Like to
it's-
buy a Carrigan out would be a lot of money.
oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, it's a. I tell you what, though, wouldn't it be amazing if MV go up against FaZe at some point in
And
this
win?
tournament and win? God,
Yeah.
that would be so satisfying.
But as like, how would you reckon Carrigan would feel? Think he'd be feel happy about it, or do you think he'd be a bit?
I
like,
think he would be very happy about it because he's
Of course
been
he'd be happy about
he's
it.
been
Yeah,
kicked
he's
out of
been-
that team because
He's
God
pretty much
King-
just been kept around because of the money, but they don't actually want him.
Yeah, it's literally God King Nico has had a massive ego check and he's decided, you know what, I am the captain now. Look at me, I am the captain. You know what I mean? Like
Whose face
he's
is
pulled one of
actually
those. So Nico,
What?
or it's it's Nico.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's insane. Okay.
I think it's Nico.
So now he's star player IGL. Fuck
Yeah.
me, dude. That's insane.
Yeah, it's some crazy shit going on over there, and I'll be honest with you, I look at this
So do you
lineup
know-
and I go, what exactly is the benefit of Adren over Carrigan?
Yeah, I don't understand the Adren pickup from Gambit. I'm
gonna say now, all right, this is my bet for the major.
He's a good player. Like he's actually a good player, but I just don't get the swap. Like
So my bet for the major will be that I do not think FaZe will make it into playoffs. I think they'll get
I don't
banged out in
know,
groups.
Yeah, but then if Nico and Rain and Olive and Guardian all go insane,
Yeah, but
bro,
so
it's like-
that is the only way you can win though, is if
Yeah.
all of you go insane, and that hasn't happened in a long ass time. So
yeah.
I don't think this is gonna be. I don't think this is a good move at all. That's my opinion. I could be proven wrong.
I mean,
Gambit,
Rain isn't terrible, but
yeah. Well, Rain, yeah. Gambit. We don't need to talk about that.
Sex
So-
God.
I don't know why this.
Holy sorry.
How big is his head? Holy.
Shit.
That's his neck,
It's
man.
a
Half of it is his
big-ass
neck.
head, bro.
That looks like it's cropped.
It does that. It literally like he hasn't even taken a photo. They've just gone, yeah, headshot. Boom.
No, he's just been working on his neck, man.
Yeah,
Look at that shit.
well, okay, so this team's Gambit is saying they're not going to have a CS:GO team anymore, but they're making moves. I'm not. I just don't care about that.
But they won a major. Why would they not have a CS:GO team?
Who knows? We're not going to. Yeah, who knows? So MIBR, and we'll talk about MIBR and we'll talk about Optic, and we'll get
What do you mean,
MIBR and Liquid. And then we'll talk about Optic after. So the move here has been
Let's get SK back.
so Taco and the coach Zeus from Liquid have gone back into MIBR and they've brought Phelps off the bench back into the team. Liquid
Yeah.
have acquired Stewie 2K, and I believe what was the coach they got? I don't
so they took
remember.
a coach
They
as
got a
well?
pretty good coach. Oh yeah, Yanko. So they swapped coaches. So Yanko's
shit.
now coaching Liquid.
Oh, Liquid's kind of a scary lineup now, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't know if Taco's out is an improvement, to be honest.
It's not an improvement, but it's still like a good lineup. Like, yeah, Stewie's not the most consistent ever player, but
I mean, so put it this way, right? Liquid was the clear number 2 for a long ass time this year. And it wasn't even and the crazy part about that is nobody's even talking about it. That an NA team was just solid number 2, and they were beating everyone that was under them, and they just couldn't beat Astralis, and that's the reason why that didn't get as much spotlight as it should have had.
Yeah.
So
I'm just confused with the MRBR team though, because I thought they had issues with Phelps' aggression and Fur playing at the same time.
for whatever reason, they think that they are going to use him differently. That's the rumor that they're going to use him differently this time, and this time they're going to get it right. Who knows if that works out? I mean, it's old SK, so.
It literally is. I'm there. Well, I mean,
Phelps-
they had a fucking sick run.
By the way,
Yeah,
that's
they
no downplay on Phelps. Phelps is an amazing player, and it's ridiculous that they couldn't get him to work in the first place.
I
So,
know.
Well, I don't know how that's going to work out. Whether or not there are personalities and styles in that team that just clash too much with him, and that's why he can't really get it to work. Who knows? He's been in that roster for a long ass time on the bench, though, so I'm really happy that he's finally getting a second chance. Yeah, so who knows?
Where's Bolt's gone then? Where's Bolt's gone?
Off into the Brazilian
right?
oblivion, mate.
Yeah.
He's in Brazil somewhere.
The CSGO abyss.
Yeah.
Him and Tarek are just eating cereal.
Him and
somewhere,
Steel,
bro.
mate. The
Chilling.
saddest.
Steel. Oh yeah.
Oh god, that is so sad that he's been
Actually
just
is.
yeeted out of the scene.
Just
Like,
yeeted
see
out
ya,
of the
buddy.
scene, bro.
Oh man.
No, they'll come back with a Brazilian super team.
Yeah. It's
Oh
not.
my god.
So. Yeah. Alright, so the next one we have to talk about here is the Optic lineup. Now, the big change is Refresh coming in. So, if you guys do not know who Refresh was,
Do not know who
he
Refresh
stood
is.
in for Cloud9 at a international tournament, LAN tournament,
well.
and he did really well. He performed really well, played really well. So, I am very interested to see how he fits into this team. And I honestly believe that the next move for Optic is to acquire Carrigan after the major. I think you've got to get rid of Jugi or Snappy, either one. Get rid of him. I think it's Snappy's the in-game leader. You've got to replace him with Carrigan. And I think that is a legitimate team right there. You can, maybe we can start to compare to Astralis there, because Carrigan's always had a very good track record with beating Astralis. So that is a good little counter there. Obviously, it's still Danish on top, but it's a different team at the very least.
Yeah.
Finally, at the very bottom, exactly where they should be, Virtus Pro.
It's he's still fat as fuck, boy. He's still
fuck?
He's still thick, bro.
Leave Snacks alone, man.
Yeah, dude, what the hell? How dare you say that?
I always forget Biceps Man's gone, man.
Yeah, that's so sad. I mean, what can you say about this?
I mean, it's sad for the team, but...
Yeah, what can you say about that? Is anyone in this Discord right now thinking that was going to do something?
I mean, they got two players that can do something.
Yeah.
But...
I just see a really weird lineup, like a washed-up lineup, and I just feel like it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
I have to agree
Damn,
with
what a
you.
hot take.
That is really hot take.
Really hot take.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. I guess what we gave the old Virtus Pro lineup like 2 years to get better. So I guess we give this one another 2 years.
It's not in that much money
You just
sports
can
anymore.
constantly just say,
Yes.
oh yeah, they'll get better, they'll get better. So the HLTV top 20 players are being announced right now. It's not fully out yet, so we won't go through it. But
You'll
as
be
of
on there.
Right now, yeah, I'll be on there.
Yeah.
That should be
So-
number 2 easy.
Rops at 19, Rain at 18, Automatic at 17, Sunny at 16, Elige at 15, Oscar at 14, and the most recent one, Zipnix, at number 13. So,
It's based off... Hey,
sorry?
is it based off rating or is it votes?
Let's have a look, shall we? I think it's rating. Yeah, it's a they've got like a whole stat sheet on it, so I imagine it's
Yeah.
rating. Okay, I think that's pretty much it when it comes to CS. So now that this portion of the show is over, we'll get to talk more about some other things. So, what we wanted to talk about is very similar to, well, kind of similar to what we were talking about in the last episode, which came up in conversation, which is basically what is the best games of the last decade. So
How are we going to do this? Should we go through each year or should we just...
let's do that. Okay, so it would start in 2008. So 2008.
Or 2009? Which way are we going, mate?
Oh,
Tell me how's it
yeah,
been a
you're
whole
right.
year?
Jeez,
Wow.
man.
I mean, I guess we haven't had any games this year come out. So.
Yeah, let's go 2008.
Oh, World at War, Joe.
All right.
World at
Oh,
War,
dude.
Okay. So,
Fallout 3. That's
oh
not-
man. So yeah, we got Call of Duty World at War, Grand Theft Auto 4 came out. Fallout
Chuck it up on the
3.
screen, brother.
Oh yep. Jeez.
Idiot.
Yeah. This is what I.
Sorry about him, guys.
Yeah, my bad, guys. So Dead Space is here.
Oh, GTA 4, what a
Dead.
banger game. I remember I got in trouble because I was playing it when, like, I think my little cousins came around. I wasn't able to play it for like 2 months.
Sure, we pick 5 games from each year, I reckon. 5 games.
No, that's Jesus.
5 from each year. That's 50
That's a
games. in the last
decade, mate.
decade.
So man, that's crazy. Legend of Spyro: Darkest Hour came out in 2008. Oh man, that is crazy.
Wait, what about that Hulk game?
Ooh.
I remember playing that actually. Oh, Force Unleashed,
Left 4
man.
Yeah,
Dead
Force
came out
Unleashed.
as well. Wow.
Jesus. Yeah. So
That was a big game.
So let's do the best game of this year. Let's do the best game of each year. So
I don't know.
I'm gonna say.
I would say probably one of the two. GTA 4 or World at War. I'd probably say GTA 4 because that was just such an insane game. But World at War definitely comes in close. Fucking love that game.
I'm gonna go with GTA 4. That's my vote. Luke, you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
All right. So GTA 4. Somebody write that down so we don't forget.
I'll write them down.
GTA 4. So 2009, we got Modern Warfare 2, League of Legends.
100% MW2, man.
Legends came out in 2009.
League of Legends came out in 2009. That's obviously going to have to be in contention.
Yeah, but that's like a running game, so...
I'm trying to think if there's anything else really that's going to
do you guys remember Chinatown Wars? I had that on my DS, Grand Theft Auto.
I remember, like, I always wanted to try and play it, but I
had it on my, I think it was my DS or something, bro. It was actually such a dope game. Oh, shit. 50 Cent? Oh, yeah, he had a video game. I never played it, but that's pretty dope.
Uncharted 2, it's a PlayStation exclusive. That's the only issue you had to see with that one. Borderlands came out 2009.
I've never even played any of the Uncharted, so...
Really?
That is crazy.
Uncharted's good series, man.
Ratchet and Clank, Prototype.
Oh, Minecraft.
Did Minecraft come out?
That's what it says.
Where? Where did it say that?
Go back, brother.
This way? Oh, no, I saw it just here. Minecraft. Jeez. Oh, man. It's going to be hard to beat that.
As if that was 2009.
That's going to be hard to beat Minecraft.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of unfair for games that continue.
Yeah, but that's a part of the decade, though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I don't think it was game of the year. One of the games of the decade, sure, but definitely not game of the year when it came out.
See, I feel like it's more personal preference, though.
I'm still going MW2, man.
Yeah,
I
because
love
I'd
that
say
game.
MW2 as well, because that's literally...
Rest in peace, Ghost. All I gotta
the
say.
memories and this nostalgic, like, thoughts and...
okay, so we've still got Modern Warfare 2. So we go to 2010, Red Dead Redemption, the original. Oh, Mass Effect 2.
Yes. Bioshock 2. I don't know if you guys played that, but that was a banger game as well.
Listen,
Dude, Call of Duty Black Ops, man. What happened to Call of Duty? Holy shit.
Bro,
Oh,
there's so
man.
many good games on this first list, like literally Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption, Call of Duty Black Ops, Bioshock 2, Fallout New Vegas, Heavy Rain. I played Heavy Rain. It was actually quite good.
I'll say
Both are
this.
Bad company.
Mass Effect 2 might be the best story game of all time. It's by far the best in the Mass Effect trilogy. It's not even a competition.
Aliens vs Predator was trash, but it was actually kind of fun to play. It was just trash, but fun. Just Cause 2.
Oh, Mafia 2 came out 2010. Holy shit.
Just Cause 2 came out. I remember playing that with Matthew Baxter, man. Just Cause 2. He used to download the demo, and we used to hack the demo so it was unlimited, so we could keep playing it.
Man, I'm going to be honest. I think out of this, it's Mass Effect 2.
I haven't, so I can't. It can't be mine.
Yeah, I'm going to put Mass Effect 2 in contention for it.
I'll take your word for it. You want to go for Mass Effect 2? Chuck that one on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Red Dead
okay.
Redemption's still
Well,
a
I think
banger.
I'm looking at this now. 2011. We looked at this
Yeah,
before.
we already know what Harry's is.
Is an absolute banger of a year. Let's be real. So, first of all, you've got bloody Skyrim on there, mate. I mean, if that doesn't go on the list of top 10 games of the decade, then who the hell knows? And then obviously Dark Souls. I mean, it started an entire genre of games after that. So you could count Demon Souls, but Dark Souls is when it really started to kick off. So I think this Dark Souls, as much as I love Skyrim, actually, because Skyrim, it's debatable that Skyrim really started the interest in like open world games. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Is it debatable? I think it did.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, yeah. I feel like before
What
this
overall
point.
games were there before?
Yeah. Well, it's GTA, but other than that, you know what I mean? Like, Skyrim really
But
was the
GTA was
thing.
always really story driven. Like you were always going somewhere because of the story. You weren't fucking around in the city
Yeah.
just to fuck around. Like I feel like in Skyrim, if you
can
wanted to do
fuck around
nothing,
in GTA to kill people.
yeah, but there was like there was an actual point in not following the main story in Skyrim because there was still other shit to do. Whereas in GTA it was like, you try and get 5 stars.
See, this is the problem with this year is this is an insane year for
Even dude,
gaming.
MW3 is a solid game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Portal 2. You've got even got Battlefield 3 here.
LA Noire,
Yeah, LA Noire. Uncharted
insane
3 was a
game.
good game.
Crime.
I'm not a Legend of Zelda person, but I imagine I can't remember if Skyward Sword was alright.
Zelda just itself as a brand is just crazy. So
Gears
Even
of
for
War
sports
3.
game, FIFA 12 was a good game.
Gears of War 3 is an big Xbox title. A lot of fans for that.
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Jesus.
Uncharted 3.
Yeah, I mean, so that's an
Harry's
MMO.
loving
That's
it.
the MMO. I thought that was the I thought that was a different thing. I don't know why I thought it was a different thing.
Oh
but-
shit, Gears of
Oh,
War
Jurassic
3.
Park, man. Was that?
Yeah.
That wasn't.
No, I think this is the.
Was that it?
No, Operation Genesis is
Yeah,
this is like
that's
a
right.
Telltale thing. Yeah,
Boo.
boo. Yeah, boo. Anything else? I mean,
Dude, as if
it's alright.
Deathly Hallows was out in 2011.
Terraria came out in 2011.
Yeah, I was about to say that, yeah.
Jesus, man, what an absolutely insane year. That's ridiculous. The amount of quality games. When's the last time we've had a year that was this good? Well, we'll go through it
2011.
So
I don't think anything will be that. We'll put Chuck Skyrim down for 2011.
yeah, just chuck 2011 down, mate. Jesus. So 2012, the year when we were all supposed to die.
The great year.
Great year. Mass Effect 3.
Counter-Strike, shit.
I mean, the ending of that was absolutely horrible. Our game is that? Oh Jesus.
Black Ops 2, Downfall of Call of Duty.
Black Ops 2, but that was Black Ops 2 was such a fucking good game.
Oh,
I have
Black Ops 2 was crazy.
So Assassin's Creed 3 is the start of the like decent. This is when they started bringing in the boats and the pirate stuff. So Assassin's Creed 3
was
was pretty
sick. That
Yeah.
game is underrated, in my opinion.
Big
People give
time.
it so much shit.
good. Dishonored is there. Great game, quality game. I have a lot of hours in Dishonored. That's a really good game. Far Cry 3,
Yeah,
I played that.
That's when Far Cry started picking up as well, I think.
Yeah.
I think Far Cry 2 was received pretty well, but Far Cry 3 was pretty big.
Borderlands 2
Diablo
was good.
3.
Hitman Evolution, that's a good game as well. Hitman's always been pretty solid.
Yeah, you have to talk about Diablo 3, Borderlands 2, Halo 4 comes in. I'm not sure how good that was. Again, I'm not an Xbox player. Guild Wars 2, the MMO, comes out. Counter-Strike in 2012. I mean, yeah. I think, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we can count these games that like just continue.
Yeah, but if they come out in the decade, it you know what I mean?
I mean, they can be counted in a decade, but I don't think the year.
Yeah, maybe not in the year. What else have we got here?
Sleeping Dogs wasn't too bad, I don't think. Spec Ops: The Line, that was pretty cool. That was probably one of the first games besides like Telltale games and shit where your decisions actually meant something.
Yeah, and it was actually.
Even though I don't think it meant too much, but
Oh,
it kind of started the boost to that genre.
Dragon's Dogma. Now, have you played this?
No.
Played this? Dragon's Dogma is a great game. This is like a sort of combination between Skyrim and Dark Souls. It's a really, really good game. So that's all. That's solid.
Is that Need for Speed Most Wanted? There's no way that was 2012.
Yeah, it was Need for Speed Most Wanted. Damn.
Wait, click on it. Is that like a? Is that literally like?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, what the fuck! I swear that came out earlier.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, so 2012 is a good year. I don't think it beats.
I mean,
don't
what would
think
you
it
put for
beats
2012?
I would say, man, out of all of these games, the only one that I can think that really has a huge impact on me is obviously Counter-Strike. And I'm not trying to favor that, but
I mean, yeah, I mean, all the other ones
like they're good, but they're not like, you know,
didn't change a hell of a lot.
yeah. So I think Counter-Strike takes 2012. Oh, what have I done there?
Broke the podcast.
There we go. We're back. Don't worry about it. 2013. So, 2013.
Oh, Bioshock.
Yeah, Bioshock.
GTA 5, holy shit.
Damn.
GTA 5, that was like...
That doesn't feel like it came out
That was a decent
GTA
year.
5 has to be up there, man. That was like the
GTA 5 takes that year for me.
The problem is,
Black
is that
Flag.
it has to complete with Black Flag, but also
Dude,
The Last of Us.
2013 was a good year as well. Holy shit.
The Last of Us is a
Oh,
really
Last of Us
hard
has
game
to
to
be up
compete
there.
with. Like,
Last of Us storyline.
like,
oh my God.
like when that game came out,
It's like a movie. It's literally a movie, bro.
They changed. Like, I feel like a lot of the views on the gaming industry actually changed when this thing came out.
The Last of Us pretty much started the whole zombies genre, so...
But that's like the best. Oh, it's like definitely an all-time.
I'd chuck The Last of Us up there.
Yeah,
Bioshock definitely getting 100% runners up.
For sure.
Because that game was crazy as well.
Metro
Ghost,
Last Lights here.
fuck that game.
Downfall of Call of Duty at this point.
Yeah.
Warframe, damn.
Pokemon, I mean, yeah, whatever. Okay, so we go to 2014. So, Dragon Age Inquisition. I've heard this is actually pretty shaky, so it's surprising that this is here.
Destiny was huge.
Destiny was massive.
I mean,
Yeah.
Watch Dogs, flop. The Crew, flop.
Middle of Earth, Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor was good.
That's a good game.
Far Cry 4, that was a big game.
Yeah, was it good though?
See,
I
this
mean, I
is
feel
where it
like
starts to sort of deteriorate,
fall
you know what I
off,
mean,
yeah.
though? Like considering those last years, and now we get to this, and it's like, well, I mean, what is there really? ESO?
Metal Gear Solid 5. Was that 2014? That was in 2014, was it?
Ground Zeroes. Damn.
What's the most recent one that came out? I thought that was till like 2016, 2015.
Yeah, I don't know. They all stream together now for me, mate. All the years.
Oh, Murdered Soul Suspect. That I didn't play that. I watched like walkthroughs of that. That was a really nice game. Good story.
Mm.
Sniper Elite 3.
This is
That
a hard
series.
one. This is a hard one because this is where it starts deteriorating, right? Where
I mean, I didn't really play
Watch Dogs.
any of these games. Yeah, no shit. The Crew.
Yeah.
I mean,
Middle
I'd chuck Shadow of Mordor on there.
Mhm.
I mean, I would chuck Destiny on if I played it, but
Yeah. I mean, me and you both already know which one wins this, mate. I don't think it's any competition. I think once you start getting into these years, it's very clear what the #1 game was.
I mean,
Bloodborne
Battlefront could have been done way better, so fuck that.
was
Evolve.
good, but again, it doesn't compare to Witcher.
Dude, Evolve, the amount of hype around Evolve
God.
and the way that game turned out is actually just sad.
This might have been the beginning of games that had a
The
load of hype.
Phantom Pain. Wasn't that? I think that's what I think Metal Gear 5 is.
What year you guys in still?
Yeah, it is.
2015.
But I think Evolve, right, is the start of when games started doing that thing where you'd have a lot of hype for them and then they would just crash and burn and it would just
Or
be...
just the weird alpha, beta.
Yeah.
I'd say 2015 is when the whole, we're gonna keep a game in alpha for fucking 3 years.
Dying Light is here. Again, these are so just not really.
Dying Light's not bad. I don't think Dying Light was
Yeah,
bad.
it's not bad, but again, it's not that's
it's not crazy. Like Witcher is easy.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
easy.
even feel like we should be talking about Witcher right now because it's just.
Yeah, you don't. It's not really anything you compete with it. I think you say.
I mean,
Dying
for me,
Light,
Witcher wins game of the decade for me. So.
Yeah, Dying Light, Bloodborne, and Witcher are the big standouts of 2015. We go to 2016, and of course it's going to do this to me.
Oh.
GameSpot's going to get a little bit of a plug. Jesus.
How's that website?
Oh,
Definitely
cool.
cool. Definitely.
How's that?
Cool.
Definitely
I really
Call of
like
Duty
this website.
Warfare here, guys.
Why is it doing this to me, you think? Alright, well, let's hope 2017 doesn't screw me over. There we
Well,
go.
have a look at 2016 first. Let's see
So,
what we got.
let's see what we got.
Yeah, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, surely.
I mean, this is
Oh, we
horrible
don't want
to look at.
events.
Most disliked game on trailer for ages.
I can't... I don't know, did it... Oh, Jesus.
Jeez, the Division.
Oh, man, that's horrible.
That beta was fun.
Yeah, beta was fun, but other than that, it was horrible.
Overwatch came out.
This game literally died, like, actually, physically died, this game.
Okay.
Sword Coast Legends.
Apparently Overwatch came out this year as well.
Yeah, that's not going to win it. That's not it, Chief.
What the fuck do you say? You look cringe as fuck.
I said it's not it, Chief. What's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
don't say that again.
Oh, Joe
Alright, Dad.
shot you down so hard on your own podcast.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed. Okay, well, 2016 can't be bothered because it's not giving me images.
I'll look at 2016 then, you pussy.
Okay, well, you do that. I'll go to 2017. So, Horizon
PUBG
Zero
has to be
Dawn.
up there.
Horizon
No,
Zero
you
Dawn.
can-
No, type in 2016 top games, it'll come up.
2016
Fortnite.
top games. There you go. All right. Overwatch. You were right.
Oh, Dark Souls 3. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Dark
that
Souls
kind of
3.
takes it.
Yeah. Anything else?
Surely something else came out in 2016.
Oh yes, dude, our favorite game.
Oh, that was, yeah. Yep.
Yep, that was one of them.
Job devs.
Good job. Nice one, boys. Persona 5 was good, but
Mafia 3 was 2016. Shit.
Witcher Wild
man.
Hunt. Here we go, dude. Blood and Wine came out in 2016. Game of the year.
Oh, that takes it. Yeah, that takes it.
Twice in a row.
DLC.
Nice work,
We'll
Witcher.
take
Well
that
done.
DLC.
Alrighty.
Witcher 3 DLC, 2016.
Okay, so
PUBG,
Legend of Zelda
Destiny
Breath of
2.
Wild. Probably, I mean, this is a dead game now, so Legend of Zelda Breath of Wild is probably the shoe-in for this one.
Well, what else was there?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
PUBG.
Fortnite. No,
Let's skip
Fortnite,
past that one.
dude.
PUBG was a good game for that year, though. To be fair.
Honestly, can we chuck in the Bannerlord playable version that was at all the gaming conventions for
Demo?
that year?
The demo.
I reckon that's better than anything that came out.
I'm looking, and I'm gonna have to
Ark
agree with
came
you.
out.
Did you just say Ark?
Ark Survival Evolved came out.
Yeah.
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 That's not in contention, mate.
Yeah. Not in contention.
I'm just telling you games, boys.
Yeah, shut up.
I reckon PUBG's up there for me. That'd be my game of the year for 2017.
PUBG
Is there any
was
Witcher
good.
DLC that came out? Is there like a appearances for Witcher?
Yeah,
3?
hold on. Witcher 3 DLCs.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Legend of Zelda probably won it. This is one where we talked about last time. I think the obvious shoe in here is God of War or Red Dead Redemption. Spider-Man's a third, is a solid third for me. So, God of War or Red Dead, which one have you guys got as number one?
I mean, I've not played either.
Alright, good. And Luke?
Probably Red Dead.
Alright, there you go. So, Red Dead. I'm going to say God of War, even though I've never played it, but I just know that I'd like that more than I would Red Dead. So, that's going to be my shoe-in for game of the year in 2018. So, what did we end up with, Mr. Joseph?
You want me to read them out?
Yeah, sure thing.
Yes.
Alright, we've got GTA 4 for 2008, MW2 for 2009, Mass Effect 2 for 2010, Skyrim for 2011, CSGO for 2012, Last of Us for 2013, Shadow of Mordor for 2014, Witcher 3 for 2015, The Witcher 3 DLC for 2016, Legend of Zelda of 2017, and I guess Red Dead or God of War for 2018, whichever one you want.
Yeah.
And then I can't even. There's no contest for Game of the Decade for me. So
yeah, the only thing you can really
Skyrim would be the only other one.
Yeah, the only thing you can really point out, in my opinion, would be Skyrim and then Dark Souls. And I'd say that just because those two games started entire genres. And you have to also ask yourself, would we have Witcher 3 without Skyrim?
I don't think there's any way. I mean, Witcher 2 was completely different than Witcher 3 in terms of gameplay, I think, so...
So would we even have Witcher 3 if we didn't have Skyrim? So that's the only thing you've really got to put into...
I mean, best game of the decade, Witcher 3, most impactful game would be Skyrim, I think.
Yeah. That's fair enough. All right. Well, was there anything else that we wanted to talk about for this one?
I don't know.
You got anything, buddy?
Nah, not really, boys.
Solid stuff.
Yeah, I don't think there was too much this.
What games are you boys playing right now?
On Mafia 3 at the moment.
Mafia 3.
Alright.
How's that? Is it like all right? What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's pretty repetitive gameplay.
Yeah.
But the story's pretty good.
That's what I heard.
And you can't really ask for a lot more at the moment. Games are pretty shit nowadays, so...
Yeah. It's also probably the closest thing to... I remember a while ago, me and you were talking about, like, it would be really cool if there was a game sort of set in that...
kind of thing.
Well, no, remember the Peaky Blinders on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh,
and we were talking about a game
like that.
Yeah. So that's probably the closest thing you can get to it, right? An American version of that kind of thing.
Like, organized crime is it's such a big genre. I don't know how people haven't picked up organized crime in like the 60s or even the 40s and stuff. Mafia genre is really the only thing to have done it besides LA Noire. And that's why I love LA Noire so much as well. Just that whole kind of, like feel, setting and all that.
Mm. Yeah, I mean...
And then, yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I just don't... It seems like it's a really obvious shoehorn, but then again,
I know,
there's a lot
exactly.
of things.
It just seems like so... And it wouldn't even be hard. Even I think with the decline of like The Godfather, that movie is one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, you would think like the pop culture surrounding, gang culture or, olden day gang culture would seriously be like a big selling point.
Even like
GTA.
Boardwalk Empire, like that's a pretty decent TV show as well. And I think that was going for a while. And even just to make a game loosely based on that.
I mean, yeah, you saw, I tell you what is a good sign though. I don't know if we'll get it, but remember when Vikings became super popular, suddenly you started seeing a whole bunch of Viking games. You know what I mean? So it does happen sometimes. It seems weird to me that that's not a field that's already been explored.
it's just really, and it's not like you'll be taking a gamble making a game with this setting either, because there's such a big, there'd be so many fans of it already, just by announcing that you're going to do a game in that genre. Even if it's shit, people are still going to buy it.
Yeah. What about you, Luke? What are you playing?
League.
Solid. Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The
That's
new
right.
League champ came out. What's his name?
Well, I'm here, boys.
Silas. All right, hold on. Let's all watch it at the same time, hey? How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
You can check.
Have I got the Discord link for
Open
that?
viewers can watch it with you.
Let's let me pull it up real quick. Shall I? How do you spell his name?
Huh? I linked it.
There's a link in the chat.
Oh, I'll link you again.
All right, we'll bring up this.
Dope.
This obviously it's a new trailer for a new champ in League of Legends. Here it is. Oh, that's loud. Okay.
Tell us when to play, mate.
So we'll go bang there. All right. So this is the new trailer. I'll turn the volume down a little bit.
Justice.
Ooh, movie time.
Tradition.
Wait,
So
are you playing
I
it?
love that shit.
Yeah, I'm playing it. So
10 seconds.
Oh,
we'll
you
talk
idiot.
over it for. Well, it's on. If you look on my thing, you should be able to see it.
Yeah, it's not audio though.
Oh well, whatever. It's not. It's a League of Legends trailer. Plus, we
DK.
got to talk over it anyway for copyright purposes. So,
Bro, this is 6, right?
yeah. So, from what I understand, this champ is supposed to be like a it's like
I don't know, what would you call it?
a communist.
Wait,
He's
really?
about, yeah, he's about equality or whatever. Like, so, you know, the gap closes there. His alt
this
that
champ
you're
is
about to
far as
see very
His
soon
ult's
is
stupid.
very interesting. Is actually stealing another champion's ultimate, which you'll see here.
Oh yeah, it steals Garen. Oh.
So I don't know. What's Joe? What's your opinion on how that will work out? Because obviously you're more
Wait,
experienced
just
in this.
I mean, no, I guess. What have they done with the last couple champs? I mean,
Yeah.
what, Nico copies whole champions. Zoe just takes your summoner spells.
Yeah.
And this one, what, takes your ult. So,
Yeah, it takes your ult. That's so dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's fun. I don't really
It
see
looks like a
as
really
important
fun
that.
champion to play.
Yeah.
I mean, the same shit's gonna happen when it gets released. It's gonna be OP, gonna
Yeah.
get nerfed.
Same thing that happens every single time. It'll be a broken ass champ, and people will complain about it for a long ass time, and they won't patch it until the game's just reamed out, and whatever. I guess.
Oh, that's so good. Enemy, my ult is up. Silas, our ult.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really funny. Yeah.
Okay, that's
So,
Guys,
So-
this is why Joe's an arsehole and should not go follow his Twitter because he's the biggest dickhead of 2019.
that's
don't
a
follow him.
positive reason
Not
to
too
follow
bothered.
him, because he's
What, he's a
entertaining.
dickhead?
Yeah.
Is he entertaining though, Harry?
Yeah, he's pretty entertaining.
Am
I've
I
got
not
him on Twitter.
entertaining, mate?
Not really.
I've followed him on Twitter.
Okay, Lucas.
He posts some things every now and then. It's better than your Facebook feed, mate.
Mate, my face
Not
is
wrong.
fucking
Not wrong at all.
insane.
Inside jokes. Anyway, so you're playing League right now. That's pretty much it. Obviously, for the audience, if anybody's actually still watching this, our friend Luke here is a very competitive human being and actually doesn't play any games other than competitive
games.
stuff. So, League of Legends.
Unless there's a
Counter-Strike.
multiplayer aspect where you have to be good at the game, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Unless, to be fair, unless it's like a console game. Console games, like, I don't know why, I just don't really like into PC games. It's just weird. But like console
No, it's
games,
because
single-player games,
console
I love.
games are more like you relate them more to like story and shit.
Yeah.
At least I think so.
So for example, Last of Us and all that stuff, played all those single player games, just like on PC. Not really any like RPGs I'm really into. I've
Yeah.
tried them, but they just, for me, it's just a bit too slow paced and
Yeah.
grindy.
All right. Well, I think we've met our quota for the episode. So, if you are still here, thank you very much for watching. I've been your host, Zesh CS. On the bottom left, I believe, is Mr. Luke Yates. On the bottom right is
Hey, nice, bro. You learned.
on the bottom right is Mr.
I'm gonna look
Mr.
like a dickhead if it's the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I've conformed to it, so I guess I'm just a sheep. Anyway, Joe Gray on the bottom right here is at 16sism if you want to follow him on Twitter. So thank you guys very much for watching. We'll be back next week with another episode. I don't know what the cast will be for that. We'll see. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys very much. Peace.